Welcome to Engineering Studio with Dr. Mohammed Tahir. In this video, we are going to discuss about the unit system for Abaqus. The question is, which system of unit does Abaqus have? So if we talk about the other software like ETABS, so in case of ETAB, when we are substituting the material properties or the other properties of the model, so the unit corresponding to each property is mentioned. For example, if we see over here, for this value, for this density, the unit is mentioned pound per feet cube, and similarly for elastic modulus the unit is mentioned against the input value or input cell, which is pound per inch square. But in case of Abaqus, no unit system is mentioned or no unit is mentioned against any input value. For example, if we see over here, this is the Young's modulus, the elastic modulus, so no unit is mentioned against this input value. Similarly, here we have a density and no unit is mentioned against the density. We should remember that Abaqus do not have any proper unit system, just like the other software. So what we need to do, we need to be consistent while selecting the units. So if we are going to select the basic unit system in kilogram, meter and second for mass, length and time respectively, so in that case, our derived units will be corresponding to these. For example, this force will be in Newton. As we know, force is equal to mass into acceleration, and mass is in kilogram, acceleration is meter per second square. So this collective term can be written as Newton. Similarly, stress, we know that it is force per unit area, so we can write force into Newton and area into meter square, and collectively we can write it as Pascal. Similarly, for energy, we know it is equal to force into displacement, so unit of force will be Newton and displacement is meter, so this Newton meter can be written as joule, or we can write Newton meter. Similarly, for density, it will be kilogram per meter square. Here we have kilogram and meter, so it will be kilogram per meter cube, sorry. And for modulus, it will be Newton per meter square. Newton for force and meter square for area, unit area. And for gravity, it will be meter per second square. And if we are using these basic units for basic quantities, ton, millimeter and second, ton for mass, millimeter for length and second for time, then this force unit will also be in Newton. So how it will be in Newton? As we know that force is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass will be in ton, acceleration will be in millimeter per second square if we are using this unit system. So we can convert this ton into kilogram per meter, kilogram, meter and second system. So it will become 1000 kilogram, and for millimeter we can write 1 over 1000 meter and divided by second square. So this 1000 will be cancelled out with this 1000, so it will become kilogram meter over second square. So from here we can see that kilogram meter over second square is equivalent to ton millimeter over second square, and we can write it collectively as Newton. So that's why in this unit system, again the unit of force will be Newton. Similarly, for stress, it will be megapascal, Newton over millimeter square, Newton per millimeter square, because length is in millimeter, force in Newton and length in millimeter, so it will be force per unit area, Newton over millimeter square, and we can write it, and it will be equal to 10 raised to power 6 Pascal, or we can write it as megapascal. Similarly, this density will be in ton per millimeter cube, modulus will be in Newton per millimeter square, and this gravity will be millimeter per second square. So we can see that once we have selected our base units for the basic quantities, then the unit for the derived quantities will be consistent with these basic quantities. Here, for example, here in gravity we have millimeter, in density we have ton and millimeter, but in case of this unit system we have kilogram, mean mass in kilogram, and length in meter for the density calculation. So in this way we will keep our unit consistent. So here a chart is given corresponding to these combination of the basic quantities, the derived quantities can be calculated accordingly. Let's discuss one example to learn about how we can make our unit consistent in during Abaqus modeling. So if we are given with the following properties, for example, the strength of the material sigma in megapascal, which is for example 30 megapascal, cross sectional dimension 300 by 300 millimeter, height of the section for the model is 1 meter, density of the material is 2400 kilogram per meter cube, and gravitational constant value 9.8 into 9.8 meter square. So these are the given values. So if we are using a basic unit system as ton, millimeter and second, so in that case our stress will be same in megapascal Newton per millimeter square. So it will be 30 megapascal. So we will substitute as it is. And these cross sectional dimension, these will remain same 300 by 300 millimeter, because we have unit millimeter in our basic system. Okay, and for height it is 1 meter, so we will convert it into millimeter because we have selected the unit of length as millimeter. So it will be 1000 millimeter. And for density, which is equal to 2400 kilogram per meter cube, so we need to convert it into ton per millimeter cube. So this 2400, and for kilogram it is equal to 1 over 1000 ton, and for meter it is equal to 1000 millimeter cube. So this will become 2.4 ton, and this will become 1 over 10 raised to power 9 millimeter cube. So we can write it as 2.4 into 10 raised to power minus 9 ton per millimeter cube. So we will substitute the density as 2.4 into 10 raised to power minus 9 ton per millimeter cube instead of this 2400 kilogram per meter cube, if we have selected our basic unit as ton, millimeter and second. Similarly, this d value, this will become, because here it is in meter and second, so we need to convert it into millimeter per second square. So it will be 9.8 into 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter, 1000 millimeter divided by second square. So it will become 9800 millimeter per second square. So instead of 9.8 we will substitute the value 9800 millimeter per second square. So in this way we will make our unit consistent, and we need to be vigilant while substituting these values. So we may be given the values in different with respect to different basic units, but we need to make them consistent based on our selected system. I hope you have got the idea that how we can make our unit consistent while modeling in the Abaqus. I hope you enjoyed this video. So subscribe for more videos related to the Abaqus modeling.